Sonic Rumble. Wow, the game that apparently was never going to be released. Well, came out last month actually. Here we are. It's crazy how time flies and how it works considering people were already losing hope on this game. The game was delayed 4 times back then and was even given a proper release date for May 8th earlier this year. But hey, we can't complain too much as we did get the game. Just later than expected. So, the game has been out for 1 month. What do we think of it? I have many things to say and even the fans have left their opinions online as well. I remember when the game first released, I was actually extremely excited to try it out, even though the delays killed most of the hype for me personally. This was a game that many people were waiting for, considering it was a Sonic game and it was free. Yes, many people do compare this game to other games such as Fall Guys and Stumble Guys, which, to be fair, I feel like are basically the same game. Just my opinion and you may feel free to disagree. But I do think it has a lot of that Fall Guys type of energy and feeling to it. Rumble is a unique game as we were presented to many different locations of the Sonic franchise such as the Space Colony Arc, City Escape, Green Hill, and much more. And I do have to give them credit as most of these maps were very fun and well designed, while others, well, not too much. But I personally enjoyed many of the minigames presented here and overall just felt very fun if you ask me. But dude, if there's one thing I gotta praise about this game, it's the music from each stage, such as the City Escape remix. I really enjoyed listening to another remix of City Escape as well as the level. The level was pretty fun, I ain't gonna lie. The OSTs here were just very underrated and I don't really see people talking about it too much, but they did cook with most of them. Now I gotta say, for the actual models and designs for some specific characters, while I do like some of them, I'm just not a huge fan of specific ones such as the movie characters, especially with the way how they look in-game. But yes, a lot of the actual characters look really cool and I really like some of the unique skins such as the Black Knight ones, which of course is the bundled one, the gold styled ones, and the crystal ones. I just really like the aesthetic that they have. Of course I do enjoy many others, but these would have to be my main picks and favorites. When the game was also first released, I did play with friends and to be honest, I did have fun for the first 2 days, until the game started to get a bit boring and repetitive. I played with other Sonic creators and even they said the same thing. I don't know what it was as I don't play the game anymore. It really sucks because this was a somewhat highly anticipated game. Of course, by the way, I did play the game to get, the clips for this video, so I mean I technically did play the games, but I think the minigames may have gotten too repetitive for me and that might have turned me away from the game as it's all RNG based and we barely got any new maps or locations. The game definitely has content as it keeps pushing you to play the game more and more to unlock certain items such as skins, rings, emotes, and much more. Another huge complaint that many people had for Sonic Rumble were the microtransactions as they were asking for way too much for just one skin. They would charge you around $40 to $60 for just one skin, which is actually insane. I would understand if they were trying to sell you a bundle of different skins or even like 2 to 3 skins with a bunch of rings or even red rings, but nope, it's just one skin. But of course this would mostly be for the legendary skins. I personally feel like they should balance that out soon as people might feel too tired and might leave the game as they feel like grinding may be too much. We also did get a bunch of collabs such as the movie skins, Monkey Ball, and now Godzilla? Bro, what? Who would have thought Sonic X Godzilla was going to be a thing? Not me for sure. There were more collabs previously and I'm sure they will continue with collabs from other franchises and series. Just imagine a Mario and Sonic collab in Rumble. That would actually be kinda crazy if you ask me, but that would probably never happen if we're being completely honest and realistic. I can't lie, the collab events were actually decently fun, and once again, I did have fun, but I feel like Rumble is a type of game you would play with friends once in a while and not necessarily every day, as it may get pretty grindy and repetitive. For a casual gamer like me, it makes sense to do that, but even then, it just got too boring super fast. As we all know, the game came out for PC and mobile devices, and I'm not sure which one of these platforms is played on more, but at least we can see the Steam numbers here, and as of the time of recording, there were only 300 concurrent players. I really have no idea what to say about that number as it could be either good or bad, looking at it from different perspectives. For example, it may be good considering the majority of people may possibly be playing on their phones or tablets, while on PC there are barely any players. The downside for that is that most people could possibly be playing on PC and that is definitely not a good look for the game, especially with the amount of hype it built up before its release. I personally thought they were going to release Rumble on console when the game was going to be officially released for the 4th time, bro. Now, I'm not a game designer, nor do I know anything about porting a specific game to another console or PC or something like that, but why can't they just take the PC port of this game and just pretty much build it on a console or something and just put it there, I guess? I don't know, you guys can correct me in the comments down below if you do know. I also feel like Rumble is a pretty nice family and friendly type of game, so hey, if you want to, just port it to Nintendo Switch. Even the OG Switch, I'm pretty sure would be able to run this. That's just my opinion. I feel like these type of games, they might as well just port it to consoles. That's the best thing they could possibly do. I also think that the amount of delays kind of killed off the hype for many people, as perhaps maybe many thought this game would be a game where they would play every single day with their friends or in their free time, which unfortunately many people did not do. Also, the microtransactions left a sour taste in many fans' mouths as they were charging way too much for just one skin. I really had high hopes and expectations for this game, although I knew it was going to be free, but I guess everyone is different. Once again, this is just my own personal opinion on the game and how I feel about it, so feel free to disagree. I tried playing this game the other day with friends and I still couldn't find myself getting into it, and we literally switched over to Crossworlds. That already is not a good sign, but I digress. Now, before I actually end off the video, I do have to say no disrespect to the creators of the game and all the time and effort they put into it, as I have huge respect for them and appreciate everything they have done for the community. But hey, you guys let me know in the comments down below, how do you guys feel about Sonic Rumble 1 month later? Was it fun? Is it fun if you're still playing? Or did you give up on it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. For now, I hope all you guys have a great time with your loved ones, and Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, take care, stay safe, and peace.